Alrighty. Good morning. It's hot out there today, in case you weren't aware of that. Thanks to Chris Eagle for working on our driveway in the pouring driving heat. Give it up for him, working hard out there. It's still a good day to say thank you. Thank you to the world. Thank you to the Lord. Thank you to the ground. Thank you to the rain. Thank you to the sun. So if you can, say thank you one time.
Thank you.
Cool. Now, if you can, stand up, please. And we're going to say thank you again. 2, 3, say thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. One more time. Thank you. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day.
This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful day. This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This wonderful, this wonderful, this wonderful day. This wonderful, this wonderful, this wonderful day. For this day, Spirit, thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit, thank you for this day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. Thank you for this day, Spirit, thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit, thank you for this day. This joyful, this joyful, this joyful day. This joyful, this joyful, this joyful day. We say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Woo! Yeah, we are entering. We're diving into that spirit of joy today, and gratitude is one of the keys, I have to say. So welcome to Unity Center of Peace. I'm so glad you're here. I'm Reverend Victoria Loveland-Coen, and we're getting some seating issues arranged there. Very good. And to my left is the wonderful Oswaldo Mora, our resident shaman, and a man with spiritual gifts, which he loves to share. He shares generously. So we want to say hello to those of you joining us on YouTube or Facebook. Welcome. We're glad to have you here. If you want to say hello in the chat, and then we feel like we are getting a conversation going. All right, so let's just take a moment and take a nice deep breath together. Bring ourselves into this space, and as Oswaldo lights the Divine Light candle, we're going to take a moment to be with that element, that sacred element of fire. And I invite you from this space, from the heart space, to say our opening invocation, which is right here. Together, there is only one presence and one power active in the universe and in my life. God, the good omnipotence. And Oswaldo, would you say that in Spanish?
Hay una sola presencia en el universo y en mi vida. Dios, el bien absoluto, omnipotencia. Amén.
Amen. Just breathe that in any language that is the language of love, as we open our hearts to resonate with that space of omnipresent good. It becomes activated in our lives. We say yes to it, and so it is. Okay, thank you.
I surrender. I trust and I know as I surrender, I fall into the arms of love.
And before you fall into the arms of love, keep your eyes open for a minute, please. I'm going to share something with you that is connected to the intended meditation. Today I woke up thinking in someone that I met a long time ago in Ecuador. And he had a problem. He had no problems. So he grew up in a very good family with money. He studied what he wants. He was married. But he didn't have the feeling of having something to fix. So he started helping people. So his problem became helping others. So he was so busy helping people. But why? Because he didn't have anything to fix in his life. So I see my situations in life as my exam in my class. If somebody else is trying to put their knowledge in my exam, it won't be my exam. Every situation in life is an opportunity to sustain and practice our own power. So I'm going to invite you today to let go all the situations that doesn't belong to you, because those are not yours. And then I invite you to close your eyes and fall into the arms of love, literally. I know that we are connected to a lot of people with a lot of situations in life. We would like to be changes in their lives. But that's not our business. You have your own. Begin with you. There is these 3 steps that I'm going to share with you. It came in a meditation, and it says, I allow these situations to be. I embrace this situation, and I let go. I free resistance. I let go any sign of resistance, any idea of how I want things, and go deep in that. I allow. I embrace. I let go. I allow. I embrace. I let go. Recognizing that there is only one presence that is active in the universe and in my life. And I live in that presence. My address is that presence. That is my house. That's my home, as is yours. Your presence. Everybody, every single one, is able to live in their own presence. Breathe and feel. What is it to be in you? In your divine you. just being. Here and now. We're going to jump into the silence. Enjoy it. At this point, I invite you to connect with those you share your life, seeing them in their divine light. Everybody is divine. As I am, as you are, they are as well. Breathe. Inhale, exhale. One more time. Beautiful. Feel the divine expression that is in you. That's what you share. You share your light. Remember that when you share what you are, it multiplies. That's a place where we can support each other. Being light. Being the light. We hold in this space for the prayers in this box.
Wherever the requesters in this box are, God is. Divine love always has and always will meet every human need. We celebrate the requester's power of strength to stand steady in the truth of their divine identity as life, whole, healthy, and full of vitality. And so it is.
And so it is. Keep your eyes closed. We are not there yet. Take a deep breath. Mm-hmm. One more time. Knowing that you're going up, where the light is up. Now you feel your roots, and now you feel you're growing, you are sustained, and one more time. And now side. Beautiful. Feel free to open your eyes whenever you feel is right. I know, it's tempting to stay there. It's like being in a candy store. Yay! At least for me, you know. So, here we came to celebrate this Sunday in our community. And please, let's go with our vision and mission. That's very important for us to know where we're going and what we're doing. Our vision, we envision the divine light awakening in all. Our mission, we center in peace and love. We got with heart in others. We celebrate our journey toward wholeness, and we empower others to experience their spiritual magnificence. And so it is.
Good morning again. Hey, that was really good singing on the meditation song this morning. That was really good. So, I'm going to let Roshana introduce this number for us.
Yeah, I'm very excited to get to sing a song that came through me from the universe, and I'm so excited to share it with you. Some of you may know the meditation teacher, Tara Brach. Anyway, she has a podcast, and I've listened to her for years, and she did this one guided meditation, just the normal, slow down, breathe deep, relax, but don't sleep. Anyway, and then she talked about let a smile come to your face and let it brighten your eyes, and then imagine the whole sky smiling, and that's what this song is about. And so the first part is just the guided meditation. The middle is what do we see from that perspective when we're there with the sky smiling? And then the end is more like guided instructions for life. Same thing. Slow down, breathe deep, relax, but don't sleep. Anyway, okay. 1, 2. sky smiles, and the sun shines, illuminating our minds. So slow down, breathe deep, relax, but don't sleep, heart open, head high, shoulders back, now gently sigh.
Roshana Ario.
Just beautiful, just beautiful. And Roshana, you wrote that, right? Yeah, yeah. Let's give her some love. Thank you. Just. And a perfect intro for today. Yes, good morning, all. Thank you. Okay, so we're continuing our exploration of happiness, of joy that we started last week, and we're going to be doing that all month. It is the number one thing that people report they want most in life is to be happy. It's the place from which most of our motivation and our actions spring forth. And so just to give you a quick recap of where we were last week, excuse me, we talked about how most of humanity is engaged in this kind of endless pursuit of happiness. And we, most of the time, look outside of us, look to the world for our happiness. And we did talk about how, things in the world, other people, events, circumstances, experiences can bring us happiness. We acknowledge that, but that it's temporary. The experience ends and the happiness ends. And we looked at this idea of suffering, how suffering might be a signal, an internal signal to us that we have been looking in the wrong place for a little too long, maybe. And that eventually, if we keep looking outside of ourselves, that leads to disillusionment. But that's not necessarily a bad thing, because disillusion helps us to turn around and begin to direct our attention to a deeper place. That place that all the spiritual masters throughout, the endless time have told us that happiness is found within. Pure joy is found at the center of our being. And then we looked at the Vedic idea of Satchitananda, and we broke it down into its three components to kind of get a deeper sense of how we can embrace that inner joy, that true joy at the center of our being, that ananda that is really our essential essence. So your assignment for last week was to notice what you were looking to for your happiness, what people, events, places, situations you were looking to. How did that go? And if you forgot to do it, you always have this week. You can choose to do it again this week. Yeah, and we're just noticing, we're not judging, we're not trying to change, we're just noticing. Okay, so today we're going to look at not only how to connect with that inner joy, but how to stay anchored in that joy despite anything in our lives that might appear contrary. So, you want to go for this ride? Me too. All right, so if we can have the first slide, I want to look at some individuals who have written about and spoken about just this very idea. Mahatma Gandhi told us that in the midst of darkness, light persists. And he knew darkness. You know, he lived under, British colonization and saw his people oppressed for most of his life. But out of that came the wisdom of effective nonviolent protest, which was then adopted by Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Ralph Waldo Emerson reminded us that only when it is dark enough can you see the stars, indicating that it often takes darkness to build the strength we need, to build the muscle we need to be able to see the stars. And so out of his grief over losing his first wife very early in his marriage, as well as some other losses, and his immense intelligence and spiritual insight, he gave us transcendentalism, out of which New Thought grew, which we are part of New Thought. Those of you that are coming to the Pathways class next weekend will explore more of that. Okay, so even the Welsh poet Dylan Thomas, who is kind of known more for his darkness and his bad behavior, he still gave us this. Light breaks where no sun shines, where no sea runs, the waters of the heart push in their tides. Thank you, David Glass, for giving me that quote. All right, so are we ready to build the strength that supports that vibrant joy? Yes, ready to build that. Okay, so, and you can bring that down for a while now. We'll go to that later. All right, so we're going to start by looking again at that Vedic idea of Satchitananda. In particular, the chit part will kind of help us here, because that's about consciousness. It's about awareness, and not the thinking mind, not the mental activity, but the witnessing presence that, thank you, Oswaldo, you were really touching on in that meditation, that witnessing presence that is aware of our thoughts and our body and our feelings and our world, that witnessing presence. So chit is the light of awareness by which we experience our existence. The light of awareness by which we experience our existence. And it's who we are. That light of awareness is who we are. But we're not always aware of it. Not because it's so far away from us, but because it is so close to us. So my sister, who was an artist in her life, who actually painted this painting, she used to tell me how important light was in a painting. Not that you're supposed to be focused on the sun or the source of light, but it's how the light, the source of light, affects all of the objects in the painting. Everything the light touches. Right? Isn't that a book? Everything the light touches. Yeah. So when the light is coming through, it gives it shape and dimension and texture. So for example, in a landscape, it's how the light touches the trees and maybe the water in the river, or maybe the flowers in the meadow. It gives it shape and texture. Or when the light is filtered through the clouds, the cloud formation can make interesting patterns and shapes into the landscape. Or if it's a portrait that's done, in a room, it's how the light touches the face that, kind of makes it come alive. So Rembrandt was a master at this. You look at his paintings, and most of them, the source of light comes from one side, and it touches one side of the face, and the other side is dark, which makes it interesting and dramatic, right? So in both of these examples, it is the thing that makes it all come alive is the light, right? The light allows us to see everything within the frame. But not that we're focused on the source of the light, the sun, or the, light bulb. We're focused on what the light is illuminating. So another example might be if you're watching a movie in a movie theater, hopefully you're engrossed in the story and the action so that you're not paying attention to the, projector behind you. But what makes it come alive is the light in the projector that shines through the film, or the computer now, I guess, onto the screen. So it's the light that is coming through that projects it onto the screen. In the same way, our consciousness, our awareness is the light that brings alive all of our experiences. In fact, that projects them. The light projects them. More than that, the sunlight does not judge the objects that it touches, right? Or the light in the projector doesn't judge the film that it is, projecting onto the screen. It just illuminates whatever. In the same way, the light of our awareness, using that witnessing presence, we can witness everything in our lives, our thoughts, our feelings, our world, other people, without having to judge it. Now let's breathe with that for a second. Because we know that that's a practice, right? That is a practice. Now, that doesn't mean that we don't use our discernment. I just want to be clear. Discernment is really an important part of our power of wisdom, which is one of our 12 powers located in our solar plexus. And sometimes our wisdom leads us to just being the witnessing presence in something. Sometimes it leads us there. So let's explore that a little further. Ask yourself, who is this witnessing presence? Who is doing the witnessing of your thoughts and your feelings and your body and your experiences? Who is the I that you identify as you? It can be as elusive as the sun in the painting or the light in the movie theater. But it's the thing that makes it all work. It's the thing that makes it all come alive. And it is who we are, this light of awareness, this divine light that is shining as us, our unique expression of this one luminous presence. And when we become aware of it, of who we truly are, that connects us with our innate joy. That's where it is. That's where it lives. This divine luminous presence that is us. That is truly who we are. That is that innate joy, that ananda. And we connect with it with our awareness. With our awareness. Are you with me so far? I have to say, this talk was really difficult for me because, this is on the leading edge of my understanding. I have to be honest with you. I'm kind of working through this. And sometimes when I'm working through a talk and it's kind of coming through, and then a little later I go, what? What did you say? How am I going to make that into words that I can communicate? Thank you. Thank you. So I'm really right along with you in this. Okay, so now one way that we can build the strength to stay anchored in this joy is through gratitude. Through gratitude. Gratitude for just being alive. For being alive, for this opportunity to shine forth in this unique way in this lifetime. That's where gratitude starts. That's where we start with it. And then it begins to radiate out, and we begin to notice all of the other things for which to be grateful. And then our joy is amplified. And so anchored in this joy, it almost doesn't matter what movie's playing out in our lives. If we bring ourselves back to that witness presence, that witness consciousness, we can see in that awareness, we can see the good in the muck. Anchored in that inner joy, we can see the light in the darkness. And in fact, sometimes it takes darkness, gives us the strength we need to build the muscle to be able to see the light, to paraphrase Emerson. That's how we build the muscle, right? It's how we build that muscle. So another way that we can build that muscle that allows us to stay anchored in that consciousness of joy, that innate joy, is to focus on the helpers. There have been a lot of helpers who have kind of risen to the surface in the aftermath of the flooding here in central North Carolina. People showing up with compassion and commitment and saying, how can I be of service? And in fact, there were so many people that showed up to help out in Saxapahaw, which really got hit. There were so many, there were like too many. And they were sending people back to Chapel Hill. And there's an area that was kind of overlooked that still needed, that had damage, and that has been needed, and it still does. So if you are interested in helping, let me know, because there's some things that they still need, and they still need some bodies, okay? And I know, Tana, you know of something too. Maybe we can help out. Yeah. So that focusing on the helpers, that's the focusing on the light and the darkness, right? And that helps us bring the strength that we need. And then we be the helpers. And that brings me to the Rumi quote. If everything around you seems dark, look again. You might be the light. Isn't that beautiful, Rumi? Yeah. So now we're building the strength, we're building the muscle to stay anchored in this joy. And from that strength now, we might be able to, we can create the change that's needed, if it's needed. But rather than manipulating the events in the situation, rather than doing that, we want to remember to go back to that witnessing presence, right? And that state of inner joy, and look at it from there and begin our action from that place. So if you're sitting in a movie theater and you don't like how this movie's unfolding, you don't like the direction it's going, you don't go up to the screen and try to manipulate the images on the screen or yell at the character, "Don't go down those dark stairs alone, are you crazy?" Right? Because to do that would be highly ineffective and crazy. Well, when we try to manipulate events from a place of, feeling like, gotta do this, is awful, I don't like it, I gotta change it, that's highly ineffective. And do you notice how exhausting that can be? Oh, so exhausting. So instead, we want to change the film that the light is projecting onto the screen. We want to change the film. So, if we no longer resonate with scary movies or sad movies that, focus on, illness or lack or limitation or depression or something, maybe we just don't resonate with that anymore, we can choose another film. A film maybe that has a focus of overcoming obstacles or focusing on the helpers or transcending experience. We can change the film in the camera, that the light, right? That the light. So from the level of the witness consciousness anchored in that inner joy and that witness consciousness, we simply say, I no longer resonate with this film. I'm going to choose to change it now. And then it's important to know what we can change and what we can't. Right? And you can change more than you think you can. Honestly, we are more powerful than we know. But for those things that we cannot change, we change our perception. So this is where you can put up this. This brings us to the serenity prayer. Many of you are familiar with this. You want to say it with me? It's great. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. It's just so wise, right? It's like a formula for happiness right there, I think. And that's the muscle that we're building, right? That's the muscle. Keep bringing ourselves back to that presence, knowing what we can change, and when we can, having the courage to change that film, and it starts in consciousness, or if we can't change it, to really change our perception about it. That builds that muscle. That's the muscle that we're building. And then if we decide to change the movie that's being projected, we do this in consciousness because that's where everything is created, in consciousness. So we start in consciousness and we get an idea of an image of the new movie that we want to play in our life. And we see the images clearly and they begin to come alive. And we shine the light from that divine light source through the new film that is projecting in our life. And it comes alive with our joy. It comes alive by infusing it all with joy. And that's kind of a good formula for affirmative prayer, I think, and when you really think about it. That's kind of the energy behind it, what we're doing there. So, when the darkness surrounds us, now we have the strength we need to be able to turn within and see the light that is within us, and from that place begin to see the light, to find it, the stars in the darkness, the light that is in there, the good that is in there. We have the strength to see it, and we have the strength to be the light, right? To be the light. That's our goal. So we have an affirmation that I want to invite you to say with me together. Let's take a deep breath from this place. Together. My awareness is the light that illuminates my experiences. As I anchor myself in that inner light, I build the muscle that supports my inner joy. And so it is. All right. Namaste.
This is a very joyful song called Joy.
Yes, in fact, it's the title. Joy deep in my soul. I've got joy from my head to my toes. I want to share it, share it, share it with the whole world. This joy, blanket of love for me, and you will cover the fears that we all go through. Smile will lighten the dark. Let the sun melt the pain in your heart. Well, you can heal it, heal it, heal it with beams of joy. Let your essence be your guide, connecting you to the divine. Sometimes life kicks you around, but you need to get up and get your feet back on the ground. Joyful state, the world becomes a peaceful place. Let the light shine. Hope will bring you from the dark. Joy, I got joy deep in my soul. I'm gonna share it, share it, share it with the whole world. This joy, share this joy down deep in my soul. Joy.
Really well.
Hello, everyone. How's everyone? Are you enjoying? So, close your eyes, deep, breathe deep. Because in this very moment, we gonna have the opportunity to do something that the song says. Gonna share it, gonna share it, gonna share. You're gonna share. Get ready because you're going to share. Very effective song previous at this moment. With the whole wide world. You see? This joy down deep in the soul. So, we love you and we like to give you facilities to share what you are. Because sharing what you are is that we multiply. Sharing what you have, eventually you can go without it. But what you are love, you are substance. And that's what we share. Different ways you can choose. Here goes cash, check, money order. Here goes, it means that you have the green card. This is good for us because we can travel the world with all the money that you share with us. This is a joke that I do because I'm a resident. My wife is the one who is the citizen. And you have this one just because you want to share with the QR code. So whatever way you choose to do it, we really appreciate it. We appreciate that donation or that offering because that indicates that we are doing something good, something in the name of divine, and you are supporting us. So from there, we're going to share the blessing of this sacred exchange, holding in your hand whatever method you choose to do it. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, all that I receive, and all that I am. So it is.
The power of love is here now. The power of now is here now. The power of you and me is here to create magic on earth. The power of love is here now. The power of now is here now. The power of you and me is here to create magic on earth. The power of love is here now. The power of now is here now. The power of you and me is here to create magic on earth. The power of love is here now. The power of now is here now. The power of you and me is here to create magic on earth. The power of love is here now. The power of now is here now. The power of you and me is here to create magic on earth.
Feeling this feeling, beautiful feeling of generosity, we bless the givers, knowing that it will be multiplied, the love in their hands, and especially in their pockets. Amen, and so it is. Here is the prayer box. So if you have any prayer request, please feel free. It will be in the foyer at the entrance. Thank you. Who is here for the first time? Raise your hand. Welcome. How was your experience here? Just healthy feedback. Yeah, that's the idea. So the idea is that you can fill this form, and then we will have your data so we can keep sending information and inviting. So do that, please, because we love your presence here. We don't want you to go. Who's here for the second time? Third time? Oh, so you came back. Great. So you're going to receive this little folder with information. And do we have that? So at the end of the service, we can, yeah, here to Carol. Third time. Great. Welcome. Woo. So now we go with, this very part is something that I want to share the platform. When I came, I found my friend Carmelo, and he was so excited sharing experience about all the changes that he and his family is experiencing. So he was telling me something about his house. With that energy, so beautiful. And then I came up and I checked that I have to read this, and I said, but no, I want Carmelo to share with everybody in the community the same feeling that I experienced. Please, Carmelo.
We're sharing these flowers this morning in gratitude for all the teachings that we've received from Unity, especially through Rev Victoria. And as you know, we've had this feeling, this call that we are being called to move to the mountains, and we really miss the triangle and y'all, but we've had our house for sale for 2.5 weeks. And in that course, I remember the teachings we both had to trust that if we're being called to go somewhere, the universe will take care of the details. And so we, in faith, just let go and let God. And then for the last couple months, I've been practicing affirmative prayer in what would we love to see our house become. And we were praying that we could sell our house to a young family, and that they would have kids so that they could enjoy what we would enjoy. And we received an offer that we've accepted this week from a family with Italian roots and 3 sons, aged apart, exactly almost like our family. So it was like looking at ourselves 20 years ago. So we're so grateful because once in a while, the universe winks back and goes, yeah, that's what it's about. And so we're very grateful.
Stay there. What if we bless them in their new journey? Please, we bless you and appreciate you just the way you are. We behold the Christ in you. Thank you. So now we have more beautiful music from Gray Matter.
Yes. All right. So this is an original song. We performed it a while ago, but this is one Dana wrote. Doesn't sound anything like that, though. So.
That was just the underlying music for the introduction.
So I wrote this song years ago as a recitation, joyful recitation of spiritual principles. So we performed it last year, and here we go again. Spirit, soul, and body, it's begun. You and I and God are really one. Pray until it's understood that you
Hold it in your mind and it is done. Open up your heart, don't play possum. Can't you see your life's a microcosm? Just affirm your worthiness and relax so you can't miss. And watch all your dreams begin to blossom. Don't complain or whine, look inside your mind. Know that you're divine, feel the glory of your story. Watch your attitude, don't be gloomy, dude. Elevate your mood, don't blow the chance to co-create. Every one of us are all the same. Every person here is in the game. Put away the ego jack. You are not the quarterback. Just hand off to God and then proclaim. Don't complain or whine. Look inside your mind. Know that you're divine. Feel the glory of your story. Watch your attitude. Don't be gloomy, dude. Elevate your mood. Don't blow the chance to co-create. God is all there is and all is God. If you all agree, feel free to nod. Calm yourself and meditate. There's no need to medicate. Hold your neighbor's hand and join the squad. Join the squad. We are God. Join the squad. Join the squad.
I was just so jazzed by the whole of this boogie. All right. Yes. Okay. So it's time to share the many things that we have going on in this community throughout the week and in the coming months, and it is all on our website, which is really lovely, unitychapelhill.org. You can find more details of everything I'm going to be talking about and more. So coming up this Friday night, talking about movies today, right? We're going to show a movie, and it is it's part of the Pick a Party, which is a fundraiser for UCP. We're going to gather together, have popcorn and drinks, and show a movie, and we're showing Eat, Pray, Love. So I think that'll all be fun for us. So please go on the website and register. Again, it's a fundraiser, and it's this Friday night at 7:30. Okay, and then the next day, Saturday, is the Pathways to Community class. And this is an opportunity to really get a good idea of where unity came from New Thought, as I mentioned, the Transcendentalist movement, and all of the other influences, and what went into unity, and how Unity Center of Peace is just a little bit different. We're kind of a unique, shining gem in the forest here. And so I, want to share that. I want to hear from you. We get a conversation going. We do exercises. There's a visioning exercise, and it's a vibrant time. So please go on the website if you're interested and sign up for the Pathways to Community class if you haven't taken it. This is an avenue for membership. If you're interested in membership, you do need this class, but you don't have to become a member. You can just take it for your education. Okay. All right, so next week, I am so excited that we're going to have Reverend Christy Snow, who is a really special person. She's the one that wrote the song that we sing before our meditation, I Surrender. She wrote that. She has quite the experience that she had before she wrote that. And she's just a fabulous guitar player and singer and songwriter. She's been doing it for years, traveling, sharing her teachings all over the U.S. for 25 years. So she's doing the service as special music, and then please stay after the service because she's doing a concert. So that is the Reverend Christy Snow concert performance, and that is sharing a love donation. I think it's suggested $20 love donation, and you'll just, you're gonna love it. So please go on the website, sign up for that. And we have another pick-a party that's coming up. This is the summer of fundraising pick-a parties. And, okay, that's the concert. And there's, oh, we're going to show a video. Okay, yeah, let's do it.
I'm tired of twisting in the wind to see which way it's gonna blow me now. I just won't live like that again, gonna choose a different path some way, somehow. I gotta live free. I gotta live for me. No longer twisting in the wind to see which way it's gonna blow me now.
Okay, that's probably good enough to give you an idea of what's in store for you. Okay, so our next fundraiser is Brad and Maria are hosting this along with Teresa Erico and Stephanie Pollard, putting together this magical French cuisine and culture under the stars, featuring champagne to start and a lavish French buffet and drinks and music and a joyful celebration. And she has a lovely pool that you can jump into if you so desire. So again, this is a fundraiser for UCP. It closed, it filled up quickly, and then she opened some more. You're going, yeah, I missed out. So if you did miss out, we opened some more spaces, but you want to grab it now because it's going fast. Okay. I want to say that today's deeper dive discussion is led by Carmelo. Wonderful to show up today and share your beautiful flowers and your energy and your love and your deeper dive discussion with us. And that will be in the back room to the right, room 103. And if you'd like to, take your coffee and your snacks in there, you can definitely do that. And speaking of snacks, our Sacred Cafe, are we going out on the back deck? Do you think it's good? Okay, we're gonna go out there and have some fellowship. And if you're new, it's a really good time to, relax and get to know you and for you to get to know us. The 3-minute miracle today is your opportunity to sit with someone who is trained in prayer that can really help you change the movie in your projector by first shifting your perception of it, seeing it from the highest possible point of view. And Joy Bell is our prayer practitioner today, and she will be in the back room on the left in the ministry office. And if there's some help, I think, needed for one of our congregants. Tana, would you be willing to sort of help with arranging anything for Michael, who might need some help with his house that did get flooded? So if you'd like to step up with that, that would be a wonderful way to be of service to us. All right, I see some kids back there, so let's sing them in.
I am the radiant life of God. I am, I am, I am. I am the radiant life of God. I am, I am, I am. The health of God, the strength of God, vitality, energy, being of God. I am the radiant life of God. I am, I am, I am.
Hello, hello. Good afternoon, y'all. Hi. All right. Thanks for Laura and her support. Thanks to these wonderful children, these powerful children. Today we briefly touched on the power of understanding because we had a lot to do today. We Today is James's 12th birthday. So we ate cake, and then we had a lot of energy, and then we started talking about. Then we did our rituals, right? The other thing we tried to do to connect is with Zoom with the Uniteens, the middle schoolers. We try to connect our team, Uniteen, with Raleigh and Greensville, South Carolina, and Unity of the Blue Ridge. So we all had a kind of Zoom hangout and got to know about other kids. So that's kind of starting off. It's really exciting, and I don't know, it's going to be great just to kind of connect. So the teens are all connecting. Next week, Laura will be leading, and we'll continue with the power of understanding, and that's it.
With our wonderful blessing. We love you. We bless you. We appreciate you just the way you are, and we behold the Christ in you. Mwah. All right, you may join your family, and let's all stand if you're able and say our prayer of protection with I am statements, and then sing our peace song. I'm just going to slip in here. Hi, darling. All right, take a hand, take a deep breath, and together. The light of God surrounds us. I am the light of God. The love of God enfolds us. I am the love of God. The power of God protects us. I am the power of God. The presence of God watches over us. I am the presence of God. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well.
Hi, it's Reverend Victoria here. I'm at Unity Center of Peace with our house band, Bright Matter.
Hello.
Yeah, and if this video has inspired you or empowered you or opened your heart, opened your consciousness, or even just given you hope, we ask that you support what we're doing here by making a donation today, going to unitychapelhill.org or clicking the link below. And we thank you.
Thank you.